Yes, when serious grief or deep grief or severe trauma take place, really it calls into question everything that we think we know and what we believe. So there's a shaking or a rattling at the very base of who we are. Everything comes into question, including, to whatever degree or in whatever way, we practice our spiritual lives. So these questions of, well, who really am I? Or what does this actually mean in the context of my life that has gone before, or my life that is going forward, or the life that I at some day am going to leave behind, are the spiritual questions, the questions of meaning that can get addressed when these kinds of events take place. Really what happens is our view of the world, our perception is altered. And in that alteration, there becomes room for us to begin to ask questions that we maybe never asked before. And we may have completely different information because of those new perceptions than we've ever had before. So we can begin to come up with different answers about the most fundamental questions of our lives resulting from this event. Now, let us not minimize what we're talking about here. Grief, trauma, loss, these are not something that anyone wants to experience. So any of the people I work with would trade away the kind of insights or gains in wisdom that they have had in order for that event to not have taken place. And we start with that proposition. This is not wished for. However, when these things take place, we have to use whatever it is we're going to use to begin to solve the problem of, how do I live my life now? I knew how I lived my life then. I had a life that I created for myself. I mean, there were things about it maybe I wasn't crazy about, but this was my life and it functioned. This isn't. This is not anything I have ever signed up for. What do I do now? Why do I live now? I'll have people in grief who will have gone to the grocery store with their wife for 40, 50 years. And they'll come to me and they'll go, how am I supposed to go to the grocery store? How am I supposed to do that? And so, as simple as that may sound, is profound. And there are many, many layers and levels of profound questions that get asked that lead one to a complete reevaluation of what has meaning. This is an enormous opportunity for us to come to really looking at the way we want to live our lives going forward and what life itself means.